Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. I know. Bought a new house, moved into a new studio. Today, let's talk about micro compacts. What are my thoughts on maybe most budget friendly micro compact? Stay tuned. So today guys, I'm talking about the Taurus G3. 12 plus 1 in the chamber, a micro compact, about the same size as a Glock 43. Well, you can see that. Same dimensions, same width. A little more stippling on this one, a little bit more of a grip. This one also has an external safety, either like it or love it or hate it. Not a big fan. But this does hold 12 in 1, where this is a 43X only holds 10. One of the things that's kind of funny is when you pull these apart and look at the magazine, basically that Glock 43, you can see that, is the same size. Matter of fact, it'll darn near fit in this case. Where the Taurus one will fit in the Glock's one. So I don't understand how they got 12 out of that. But Glock, you guys need to get 2 more rounds in there, maybe 3. So my impressions, I bought this last month. I'm in the process of moving. I didn't do any videos. But my impression of this, it actually has a very smooth action. I do like the trigger. So here's the wall. You hear that? And then the double action mode, it's a lot tougher. There it is. The Glock, on the other hand, there's a wall, and it takes a little more pressure to get it to go off. Not sure what the Glock trigger pull is, but there's quite a bit of slop right there. Hit the wall, and it goes through. They're both striker fired. The Taurus happens to be a double action, so the hammer drops every time I squeeze the trigger. I can tell you it's a lot longer pull from this position than from this position. And you can see I almost have that trigger all the way in. I do like the sights better on this. I don't know if you can pick those up in the video or not. As far as like being a fan of Glocks, got that U. You know, I did change mine to Trijicon on my Glock 22, which I would probably do with this if I was going to go and conceal carry that daily. That is weight. Gotta say the Taurus has got a little more weight on it. Got some nice stippling, but it's got just a top end just a little heavier. And that might be why when you're shooting it, it doesn't feel as snappy as the 43X does. I'm using it right now. I just got a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And unfortunately, I hadn't been trained on how to use it. So when we did go out to the range and shoot this gun, we don't have any footage because it was on time lapse. I didn't know that. But that's just a short explanation, or one of the reasons why I like this Taurus G3 and switched over. I like the extra 2 rounds. I do like the weight. That little extra weight helps hold it down when you're shooting. And it's just a good, reliable little striker fire gun. Not much more I can say about that one. I mean, I'm still a Glock fan. I still love my Glock. But this has the same 17-pound spring as my Glock 22 and my Glock 19. So maybe for this 43X, I don't know, trying like a 19 or 20-pound spring or 21-pound spring might make this one shoot a little better. But as it sits, it's a pretty snappy little gun. My wife bought it thinking she would like it, and it's a little snappier than she likes. She hasn't shot this one. I might bring you footage of that next weekend. But this one, definitely, with the extra weight in there, helps hold it down a little bit. It doesn't feel, in my hands, it doesn't feel quite as snappy. I'll, got another one to bring out to you too, the next video. I finally own a revolver, 357 Magnum. I'll bring that to you guys. Guys, my thoughts and prayers go out to those poor folks that live by the ICE center there in Portland, ICE Detention Center. 100 and some days of being under siege, listen to those rioters. I'll bring you a little clip of it. I'm sure you've seen it. I really don't want to get into that, but let me say this. Oregon, you guys have an opportunity to replace some of your woke leadership. And ideally, that Miss Kotex lady needs to go. She told President Trump, we don't need your help. Well, you probably didn't if you let your police chief go in and arrest people that are causing chaos. If that's their mentality, you guys need to send them packing down the road. They're running your state into the ground. I can't stress to you strong enough that when she gets up for re-election, send her packing, guys. Absolutely send her packing. Worst governor Oregon's probably ever had. California, you're in the same boat. You have an opportunity to get rid of Gavin Newsom. You guys better seize on that. I don't care if you're a Democrat or not. That guy is running your state in the ground, and you have to have your eyes open and see it ain't going to get any better. I don't know too much about Washington's governor other than he's anti-gun, and, it'd be nice to vote a Republican in there and kind of stop some of that crazy gun control that the Washington legislators like to do. But that's my thought, guys. Take it for a grain of salt. Take it for what it's worth. You guys have a blessed week. Love you. Peace out.